Hello, how are you today? This is Bong Soo-jung, Korean labor attorney. Today, I like to explain why flexible working hours are necessary in the workplace. Traditionally, Korea we have a 9 to 6 or from Monday to Friday working system. Even Labor Standards Act stipulate the weekly working hours shall not exceed 40 hours excluding recess hour. Also, daily working hours shall not exceed 8 hours excluding recess hour. That means when employee worked more than 40 hours or weekly or the daily 8 hours, then employee should pay additional overtime pay. So overtime pay is hugely it's 150%. That means employee work additional 2 hours. That means employee have to pay 30 hours additional wages. So it's a huge amount. So Labor Standards Act provide a flexible or selective working hour system. When employer introduce those working hour system, they don't have to pay overtime, but at the same time they can give a lot of benefit to workers without paying additional wage. Also, according to the job characteristic or their production type, they can use a flexible working hours like for 30 months period or 6 months period. Then they take advantage of the intensive the use of the workforce. So also at the same time, workers have a longer vacation or longer off days, then they can take advantage of those hours for their some job ability improvement or pursuing their further education goal. So this is a win-win project. So especially selective working hours. So for example, in Seoul office, there are peak time for commuting people. So normally workers will work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So also there are lunch hours. So it's 8 hours plus 1 hour for lunch time. So it's very traditional. Then if all workers working that time, then commuting time is very hard. In the subway train, there are jammed with so many people. Even they drive their car, then it takes 2 or 3 times longer time. So if they commute to their office 2 hours earlier, then they can reduce maybe a lot of the time for commuting time. Like when they drive their car, usually it take 1 hour and a half, but within 30 minutes they can get to the company because no traffic at all in early in the morning. So then instead of coming to work 2 hours early, they can leave the company 2 hours earlier. Then it's a good benefit without paying anything, but they can concentrate on their work more. So this is a kind of flexible working hours. It's selective working hours. So regarding flexible working hours, recently we introduced some 6 months period flexible working hours. So some companies like air conditioner production company or ice cream production companies, they have peak time from March to August, but after September to February, they don't have a lot of the demand in the market. That means they can have a very intensive time, first 6 months. Also, the other time they can take a very relaxed, very few working hours. So probably from December to May, then they have some 6 months flexible working hour period. Also another like June to November, they can have some the flexible working hours. Then they have 3 months, they work like 52 hours, but the other time they work like 24 hours per week. Then they can work like for company's purpose, they don't need overtime because they work long hours. But instead, the company give a lot of off days during the not the peak time. So this is how a company can provide. So workers side like. That is some weak, but if company introduce together like selective working hours, flexible working hours, but in anyway, this is the way how to make the most of the available working hours for flexible working hours. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.